It's a real problem when you pull one of these things out and ignore the others. And the biggest place that I see that today is around the issue of choice, where there are lots of places where people say it should be the person's choice, but the person has no friends, they have no experience, they don't know anything other than what they have already. I think lots of times, particularly if people are asked, do you want to move from here to your own home? If people have never experienced that, they're afraid. And if they don't have any other experience, it's really not a choice. So we have to be really careful and not pull out one of these and make it everything, and thereby actually deprive people of choice because they don't have any support for it, they don't have the experience for it, and they don't have any friends to help them through the hard parts of getting there, which is what we all do when we make a choice. It's a big one. We have all of those things that help us get through it. And I think that's one of the biggest misuses of choice that I see today.
And I think that connects to this notion of being willing to recognize the imperfection of our own efforts. I wrote a paper a while ago, a long time ago now, called Embracing Ignorance, Error, and Fallibility. Right? That sort of says we have to be willing to say, we just don't know how to do that yet. We just haven't figured that out for this person. Or we tried something and it didn't work. Unless we're willing to take responsibility for our collective learning, for our co-learning with people, then choice, from my point of view, often functions defensively. Yeah, she does spend a great deal of time on the couch watching the TV, but she loves Jeopardy, and it's her choice. There's certainly a degree, as Connie said, to which that's true. But there's another dimension of it that says we may have an important responsibility, too, for trying to listen deeply enough to evoke what it is that matters enough to her to get off the couch. And if we don't see ourselves as in relationship and the consequences of our intention and our action in relationship, then choice becomes a defense, becomes a let out, becomes a way for us not to see and not to say what's the case for this person. And that's, as Connie says, these things are all connected because that sets up a terrible temptation to grab people by the scruff of the neck and pull them off the couch, right? Or scold them about being on the couch, or otherwise try to compromise the person's autonomy. And the challenge and the power of work in support of a person who requires assistance and who is vulnerable is to work out how to balance so that we're not decreasing, we're not taking control of people in order for other good things to happen in their lives.